Hi, I'm Bruce Brown, and who am I anyway? I usually know, or I try to find out, but this is a page where my deal is to tell you a little bit about me. And I don't know about you, but if you have ADHD, perhaps you're like me, then once you get started, it's kind of hard to stop. But I'll make this very brief. We set up this website, my wife Marge and I, and Marge does not have adult ADHD, I do. We set this up for ourselves to have a place to put stuff that we've learned, that we've figured out in the last almost year that we've known that I have adult ADHD. Got my diagnosis in early November of 2016. But also to share things that we learn with other people who might be able to take advantage of things that we learned. Because every one of us has a different blend, I guess you'd call it, of ADHD symptoms, things that we don't do well maybe or are challenged by, and things that we're really good at. I believe that, and that's been my experience with a bunch of people with whom I've spoken. And so we at the same time, while we are each individual and different and very special, there's a lot that we have in common. And there are a lot of stories that I've heard in the last year, almost year, that are like, oh yeah, okay, that was like kind of like me, or kind of is kind of like me. So the point is, there's a big point of commonality here. And so what this website is about really having a place where we can share stuff that's happening and with us that we've learned and things that we've learned. Always can use new strategies for productivity or relationships, certainly, or even just understanding more about ADHD. And we focus on fitness and health too. We think that's really important, like we know it is. And so those are really kind of the four areas that we focus on. But so who am I? Okay, so I'm Bruce Brown. I'm 70 years old right now. I mean, today's not my birthday, but I'm 70 years old, and I didn't find out. I wasn't diagnosed with adult ADHD until 6 weeks before my 70th birthday. I found out early November last year. My birthday's in the middle of December. So that was quite a surprise, and it was a relief. It was a relief because all of a sudden, things about me or things that I did going back, literally back to kindergarten. I remember getting in trouble at kindergarten. I can tell that story some other time, but throughout my life, there have been things that I just didn't quite get. A little different, so it was a great relief to all of a sudden have some clarity on a lot of stuff. I did okay in school, kinda. I got labeled as an underachiever when I was a freshman in high school, and it kind of stuck with me through college. But I was able to finish high school. I finished college in 4 years, and got a job as an English teacher when I got out, and did that for 14 years. And there was much that I really loved about it, particularly the kids. I really enjoyed the kids and working with the kids. And I had some very good friends, people that I'm still friendly with today, who are members of the faculty, in a couple of cases, almost 50 years that I've known these people. So that was all really good. But some of the paperwork was getting to me, and just after a while, because after like 9 years, I was ready. And I tried looking at all kinds of things, and I just couldn't find anything that fit. It was very frustrating. Eventually, I made a break to be a computer consultant, and then from there, kind of rather quickly, like in a couple years, started freelance writing in a kind of a really serious way. And then that was what I really did. I mean, I was a freelance writer about computer technology and stuff for about another 20 years. Then we took a break from that, moved to North Carolina. I actually was born in Maine, moved to Connecticut when I was 8 with my family, my dad and mom and my sister. And went to school there, went through undergraduate, got a couple of graduate degrees, one in counseling, one in psychology. Imagine that. Never had a clue that I had adult ADHD, because back then they didn't know about it. No one knew about it then. I had a lot of different, had several different careers. I actually taught in 3 different colleges and 4 different disciplines, graduate courses. Never taught undergraduate courses. I'm not sure how much that would have been different from high school. Probably would have enjoyed it, but it was nothing that I was ever interested in and never had the opportunity. So that was quite okay. But I was usually working 2 or 3 different jobs because I've just always been really, really busy. I met Marge in 1970 on a blind date. I just bought my first motorcycle in an act of what seemed to me to be kind of sanity, because I was just sort of escaping from some other stuff that didn't seem all that healthy. And so then I went to go show it off to some fraternity brothers who were still back at the school that I went to, University of Connecticut. And they said, "Oh, we're going to go out. You want to go out?" I said, "Yeah, we all got days." And so I got a blind date. And they got me one. And 13 days later, I proposed to her. 4 months later, she and I got married, and it was 47 years this past August. So, I'm grateful. I'm very lucky. And there's a lot to our story about how we managed to stay together and in many ways complement each other, because we're not the same person at all. She doesn't look like me at all, but we mesh well, and that's kind of cool. We love to work together. We love to go on vacation together and travel together and stuff, and we hang together. Now we have 3 kids. They're all grown up, scattered all over the country. We have 5 grandchildren in 2 different cities of the country. One of our kids doesn't have kids yet, but. And we get along with all of our kids. We speak with all of them. We get along with our grandkids. And we feel very fortunate that everything has worked out as it has. In the meantime, however, the discovery last year that I have adult ADHD really awakened a whole lot of stuff in me in particular, and understandings from Marge about some of the weird things about me. So it's been a year of growth and learning and understanding, and it's been not without its kind of odd moments where I think one time I used ADHD as an excuse. Well, that's how my brain works, and I learned that that's not a great idea. And it was great. She called me on that right off. No excuses, held me accountable, and I need that because it's easy for me to slip and slide with stuff. But anyway, that's me. I'm Bruce Brown. I'm a happily married 70-year-old male. I live in North Carolina right now. Have been here for almost 14 years. Probably be here for a while longer. And I'm loving life. I work full time. I'm a freelance writer for 2 tech websites. And I really enjoy being back as a freelance writer. And it's I just find it very challenging and fun, and it pays. So those are all good things. I appreciate you spending the time. If you watched this whole video, I don't have a prize, but I do appreciate you watching it. And I hope that if you come back to our site, Adult ADHD Unplugged, that you enjoy yourself. Maybe find some stuff that's useful. Whether you have ADHD or not. We're going to be focusing on productivity and relationships, also awareness about ADHD, and then also health and fitness, all things that we know some about and find very important in dealing with my ADHD and also in dealing with life. So I'm Bruce Brown. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.